Hello everyone, Welchy here and welcome back to another brand new video from me on Titanfall 2. This is a bounty hunt on, oh god, what's the map? Black Wall or something? I can't remember what it's called. That's the one thing I've learned since I've got more and more games and stuff and started like expanding my games. I'm not very good with map names anymore. Like back in the day on maps, games like Call of Duty 4, World at War, not even World at War, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, the original Gears of Wars and stuff. I was very good at remembering names, knowing which one's which and whatnot. And now I am not so good. Like I couldn't name you one title for one map, and I played a fair amount of that. Um, I I don't think I could name you many Black Ops 2 maps, and Black Ops 1 maps, Halo 5 maps, Halo 4 maps. Even Gears of War 3, I would struggle to a sense. And Battlefield maps don't even get me started. I don't know any names of those. But that's back in the day. I'd know them all. Now I don't really care. I just kind of play the map. I don't really give a shit. So I don't really know the name of this map. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about today. This is some Titanfall 2 gameplay, obviously. And again, I apologise for no audio in the gameplay. I've still got a couple of videos saved up without audio, which I might not even use. But I wanted to use this one because wanted to talk about Titanfall 2 and just Titanfall 2 today. It's kind of my first thoughts and my opinions on the game. But I want you to bear in mind that I have not touched the campaign yet. This is strictly multiplayer. Actually, I think the first game I brought you was maybe this map as well. So unfortunately, you've seen this map twice. Maybe not. I can't remember. I really can't remember. But this is Bounty Hunt. Now, this is a different mode to Pilot versus Pilot, which is my favorite. Bounty Hunt is you have to kill enemies to earn money, and then every now and then a bank will open. You have to deposit the money into the bank, and from there you get points and you win the game and such. With this mode, you do get the Titans, which is the main appeal of the game, is the Titans dropping from the sky. You jump in your Titan and you kill everything in your path, as well as other enemy Titans. Now, Bounty Hunt I believe, wasn't on the original Titanfall. So as you can see now, the banks are open. I'm going to deposit my money. And I think I really lag out here, if I remember correctly. I think I lag like a little bitch right now. Yeah, yeah, look at this. I mean, what the hell was I supposed to do there? Anyway, so yeah, if you watched my last video, you would have heard me say that I'm not a fan, or I don't really like the game modes in which Titans are involved, which is strange considering this whole game is based around these Titans. But I honestly really enjoy the Pilot versus Pilot game mode. Like I really am addicted to it. It's really fun to play. The whole thing with the Titans, as I mentioned, was I feel it's a bit too random and chaotic. And you might notice it in my gameplay. I kind of don't really know what to do. I'm kind of just like killing things. And another thing that I'm not too keen on. It's one of the only things I didn't really like about Titanfall 1, and it's a thing I just can't. I don't really like on Titanfall 2. Is that you also, as well as playing against players, you also play against the computer at the same time. Now it's different to, for example, say Gears of War games when you play social matches. If the teams are too small, like if there's only 4 players on one team, then they will add a bot into the game, but it's treated like a normal player. You get the same amount of points for killing it and whatnot. Whereas on this game, they have like loads of little bots, loads of little players, known as grunts and specters, and I think there's a couple more now on Titanfall 2, where when you kill them, you don't get as many points, you don't get as much money, for example, in Bounty Hunt. And so you can kill them for the money, which is a good idea. It's worth doing, and points and whatnot. It will speed up you getting your Titan, but it's just not rewarding. They rarely ever kill you, and killing them is very easy. And it's just, if anything, for me, it's a distraction, and it's just something I just don't really like. I get a lot more satisfaction, and I enjoy it so much more when I do kill an actual human player. And to be fair to them, it is quite obvious which is a grunt or which is a computer player, which is a real player, which is good. But still, it's just not. I just don't really like it. But I don't want to take it away from the game. From what I've played so far, I am loving Titanfall 2. The only niggles I have, and it's nothing to do with the game, is that I play it on my own. None of my friends have the game yet. Whether they will or not, I don't know. So obviously that might get boring for me eventually. Right now it's not. I'm loving it. And other than that, it's just the whole computer player things bugging me because they're just like, it's just an annoyance, I guess. It feels a bit, I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. But yeah, with the Titans, you're going to see me call my Titan in very soon. Oh, and as you can see, this gun here is different to what I was using in the first game. This is the car, and here you can see I'm killing loads of these little bots that come out of the sky, and it was just ridiculously easy. Um, so I'm calling my Titan in. But this gun here, the car, I think it's called, is my favourite gun on the game so far. I've got the game on now, I'm just having a look through my things. So yeah, it's called the car. I've actually leveled it up to level 16 because you have weapon levels and player level, I guess, or like you do in Call of Duty now. And it's a lot of fun to use. It's very accurate. It's my favourite gun so far. Maybe I thought when I was using it, I feel overpowered, but I don't see many people using it. I see a lot of people using the gun in my first video, the R201, which is a pretty good gun, but I really, really like the car. Another gun I've got into very recently, I unlocked it, was the Alternator. It's a pretty cool gun. Enjoying that one. And the sniper is pretty cool in this. The one I'm using anyway, the original Kraber. There's one map on this game which I really didn't like at first, but I've played it a couple more times now. And it's called Crash Site, I believe. And using a sniper on that map is just so much fun. But as you can see with the Titan here, I'm just going around trying to kill everything I can. And most of the things you come across are the stupid little computer players. There's one in there who's a human player. Fighting other Titans is quite cool, especially if like the people on the other Titan are pretty stupid, like this guy. So I got rid of him. I think I get rid of this guy. He dies, I'm sure. Yeah, he died. He must die. Yeah. So I've killed his Titan. So it's fun. It's fun, but I do feel like if it was just, say, because I think this is 5v5 humans, and that's just not many for a map this size. If it was, say, and sometimes there's 4 Titans on each team walking around, so there's only one pilot to kill, and like that can be quite annoying for me personally. I like to just kill human players. Maybe most people prefer this kind of thing. I don't know, but it's like Battlefield games and Call of Duty World at War back in the day. I would never get in. Well, not often anyway. I wouldn't really get in the tanks or the helicopters or anything like that because I just feel like they're boring and tedious, I guess. Maybe I'm the only one who feels like that. I don't know. It's different when it's a kill streak in Call of Duty because it's very short and you can get quite a few kills. But like, yeah, this guy destroyed me here with some, I don't know what Titan that is, but I want to use it. It's got like a sword and it's sick. But yeah, so I'd never normally go into like vehicle kind of stuff. I like the gun battles more. But I don't know. Maybe I'm one of the only people to think that way. I always find matches on pilot versus pilot, so I haven't looked into. This is that guy. He's about to destroy me again. Like, he's just cut me in half. I haven't looked into any other people's videos on Titanfall 2 yet, or any forums or anything to get what people are thinking about the game. I literally just have my own opinion. I have no idea what. I've seen reviews on like IGN and stuff, which are rating it very highly, I must add. It's got an 80 something rating, 89 I believe now, which is very good. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it's a fun game to play, and so I need to start using more guns because I have been using the car a lot. So consider that level 16. My next highest is the Alternator at 8, and then the R201 at 6, and I believe my sniper is level 5. So in other things I can talk about the characters, or also known, what are they called in Call of Duty? Specialists, I guess you can call it whatever you want. So they're called pilots in this game. So you have different types of pilots. You've got the cloak, which is pretty obvious. It's a cloaked enemy, so you normally would only use that with a sniper, but you don't have to. You can use it with anything. A pulse blade, so the pulse blade guy, basically he can throw pulse blades, which if any enemy around them, their position will come up on the radar, which is kind of cool. What was previously my favourite was the grapple. So the grapple guy can throw grapple hooks, like in Uncharted 4, similar to that, but a lot more fast paced, which is kind of cool. But one I've really got into lately is the stim, and I don't know what one I'm using in this gameplay. I'm using the sonar one on this one, I believe. I can't really tell in the picture. I think it's a sonar one. But the stim guy, I'll try and get some gameplay for him. Basically, his ability is that he can quickly heal himself, and he can boost his speed for a very short period of time. But it is cool. If you're getting shot and you just quickly press it in time, you can boost yourself, turn around, and kill them pretty quickly. And the boost in speed is very quick, so you can get out of danger very quickly. It's a very cool one. But one thing I have noticed is when I'm using other things, I miss using the other one, which is good, which means I like using different ones. Because when I'm using stim, I miss using the grapple. when I'm using the grapple, I'm misusing the stim. So like, it does have an effect, and I like that. I like that there's not a superior one to use. Like in some games, there's a superior gun, or in the specialists, there were ones you didn't want to use, such as like combat focus, maybe, I don't know, on Call of Duty. But yeah, on this game, you get the sense that they all really do have their uses, and I'm liking it so far. I haven't unlocked any others. I know that I am close-ish. I'm level 11, and level 14 I'll unlock AWOL, which I have obviously not used, but I believe that's the one that just puts down a shield, which would be cool. Then after that, you've got one where you teleport, and I've seen a lot of people using that. You have to get to level 26 to get that, so they must have been playing this game a lot. But yeah, you get to teleport into alternate space. So it's not like Black Ops 3 where you, I can't remember what it's called now, but you go back to a previous starting point. I can't remember what that specialist was called. But this is more like Destiny, where you kind of vanish in thin air and appear somewhere else, which is cool. And then they've also got Holopilot, where you create a holographic copy of yourself mimicking your actions, which is similar to the, oh wow, I can't even remember what the things are called in Black Ops 3. This is what I mean, I forget names of stuff so easily. But yeah, they're pretty cool. There's a lot of different grenades as well, and from my experience so far, my favourite is the Gravity Star, and that, I say it's my favourite, it's because I've died from it, and I think it's a cool grenade. I think it's similar to Destiny, and a lot of people may say, oh, they're copying Destiny, blah, blah, blah. But that's surely just a form of flattery. It doesn't really matter who's copying who. So they have the standard frag grenades. They have arc grenades, which are basically stuns, but they can kill as well. They have incendiary throwing stars, which I don't really like right now. I think if you hit someone directly with it, it would be a decent one. But the Gravity Star pulls enemies in, and then once it's all in, it explodes. And if you get it well, you can get a decent amount of kills with it. And there's once someone threw one, and I, at the same time, grappled somewhere, and I grappled into this gravity thing, and I was like, well, shit, I've got no hope. And there's a few others that I haven't unlocked right now. But yeah, it's a really cool game. I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully you're enjoying these kind of videos where you're seeing gameplay in the background and me talking about something I want to talk about. So obviously I haven't done the campaign yet, and here I am going in my Titan again. I do like the animations of getting into your Titan, it's pretty cool. I believe you can grapple into your Titan as well, which I haven't tried yet. But yeah, this was a decent game. We was getting smashed, and I believe we win in the end. So that's pretty cool. I can't remember what else I needed to say. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more videos like this where I talk behind some gameplay. Would you rather me talk about the gameplay that's happening? Right now, I would not call myself anywhere near a pro at this game. So it's no point me really giving you any tips, because I'm not that great. But if you'd like to hear some tips of what I do, then I could do it, I guess. Or if you just like me talking about random shit and giving my opinions on stuff, then I'm more than happy to do this kind of thing again. Obviously, Call of Duty comes out this week, so I honestly cannot tell you how much I'm going to be playing that game and how many gameplays I'll have for that game. That Thursday night, as soon as it launches, Modern Warfare Remastered will be played, and I will be getting as much gameplay as I can. Obviously, I'm still really upset that I can't stream, but until I get a better setup, it's just not going to happen. But yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully you guys can't wait too. So there's going to be gameplays like this, but for Call of Duty. It's going to still be some Titanfall. I'm still going to be playing this game, I believe, because it's a fun game. There, that point just there, what I just did, you would assume me just throw that sonar, yeah? There is a massive point where I missed the grapple. I jumped down there and went to press the same button that I would for grapple to climb up on that top of that building, and I threw a sonar instead. The disappointment when you throw a sonar and just fall to the ground thinking you've just grappled is so frustrating. But again, it's a good point. I wanted to use a sonar because I wanted to know where my enemies were, and then when it comes to it, when there was an enemy on the roof and I wanted to get to him, I couldn't because I didn't have the grapple. So exactly my point from earlier. There's a uses for all of the pilot abilities. But yeah, if you haven't played this game yet, check it out. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. If you're still not sold on it, maybe I can make some more videos for you to decide. Most of my videos will be pilot versus pilot gameplay because that's my favourite game mode. I will try and get into the Titan stuff, but I just don't see it happening. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the game and what other kind of videos you want to see from me, and I'll see you next time.